Alô, 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 alô. 2, 3, fecha. 2, 3, fecha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alô, 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 alô. Alô, 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 alô. Alô, 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 alô. Left, left, right. Here. And also Ola, to make this possible, he founded a place. He's trying to do a streaming stuff. So yeah, thank you guys. So let's get started then. So first, some rules. It's always important. The first rule is like ask questions. Here, the idea here it's like I know that's a lot of people, but the idea it's more a conversation. Okay. So Vinicius, are you hearing me saying it's kind of weird? Can you? I'm still hearing myself. No, I'm still hearing me. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. And yeah, ask questions. The second rule is like there is no stupid question. Okay, as I can see, there is some people that are code a little bit. There is people that is like it's the first time in your life that you are going to see the coding. That's okay. The idea here it's like for everyone who is the first time in your life where you are going to see coding. Okay, so no pressuring yourselves if you see someone that oh he already knows something, there is no problem. My idea here is like start from scratch for everyone. So there is no stupid questions. You might struggle with something that another people will not, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. It's common. Okay. And last but not least, respect is not negotiable in the sense of I hope you to respect me, but respect your colleagues. inside by you, okay, in the sense of struggling with something, have issues with the language and so on. So let's do it together as a community, okay? So yeah, this is the agenda. My idea for the first class is more like not sticking too much to the theory, but set a ground for software engineering and then try to do some coding stuffs, like the real way, the better way to learn, it's practicing. Even that if you not understand everything, the idea is like go back and forth with the practice and the theory, okay? And yeah, just from the beginning, what is a software development? It's basically the process of building a software, right? It's just that. It's like building a home or an apartment and so on. But instead of like putting briquettes, cement, and so on, we write code. So it's basically that. But the process is pretty much the same. We plan, we write, we plan like the rooms and so on. So it's basically the same. So software development is like the process of create a software. And who builds the software? Here is like a famous software engineering meme. It's like a old fashioned. It's a software engineer that is the guy, the girl who builds the software. But what's important of here is this question, like, do you need to have a degree to be a software engineer? And like, to be honest, you don't. The point is like, you need to know how to code. This is the truth. For example, if you have a Berkeley master science degree, but you don't know how to code, you will not get a job. So imagine like you wanna to work for a big tech like Google, Uber, you name it, and you have like a Harvard degree, but you don't know how to code. You probably will not get a job because in the interviewing process, there is one step where they apply to you the code. We usually call it as a code challenge. So they give you some challenge and you need to solve it coding. So doesn't matter your degree. You can say to Google, whoa, but I'm for Berkeley, I have a master in science. They will say doesn't matter. What we want from here is that you solve the problem. So this is important to mention. So no, you don't need a degree. It's important to mention that it divides opinion in the software engineering community, but I'm based on facts, not my opinion. The fact it's like, if you wanted to get a job, you need to know how to code. That's it, pretty much it. And yeah, the real world application. So all of you know these applications and much more of them. So what is important to mention here, it's like everything related to the technology was built by some software engineering. And these companies here, they have like a thousand of software engineers working from them. So this is a career that started in the 90s, came popular 10 years later, actually. And now it's here to be. So everything that we try to solve in this world, in this modern world, it's based on these applications, right? So this is just one of them, but you probably use some kind of application all the time. And yeah, talking about like the flow of one of these applications, one of my favorite, the Amazon retail. This is just a big picture on how works behind the scenes when you are doing something. So in one side, we are here like the user, and then we access Amazon, for example, by your computer, a web browser, or your application installed in your cell phone, your Android, iPhone, you name it. The truth is like, doesn't matter the device that you are using, all of the intelligence in the Amazon is not in here. The intelligence is here. It's in their server. Imagine that you are searching for a neck pillow or a phone or a mouse. Yeah, you just type here in the search box, and what happens actually, it's like it goes through the Amazon servers, and the Amazon server will run a bunch of code that will do something for you, like in this case, a search. Will find neck pillows, for example, and then we'll list, order them, and give it back to you, to your device. So my point here, and what it's important to you understand, it's like doesn't matter if you are accessing Amazon by cell phone with a style Android application or iPhone or by Google Chrome, because like most of the intelligence, most of the code, it's running on Amazon servers, right? This is important. I remember actually when people ask me like, "Oh, I would like to be Android developer." I usually say to them, "Yeah, you can build like Android application, but the fact is like the Android application is just the front end of the application. Most of the intelligence of the application is not here; it's there. So the point is like doesn't matter the device that you are using, the intelligence, the code, it's in here, right? Does it make sense for you? Is it clear? No question so far? Okay. As well as Uber, for example. This is a big view of Uber application architecture. This is a little bit overwhelming, actually, when you look and you say, oh my God, what is that? But what you need to understand right now is just that, right? We have like a customers in one side and users, like we have a taxi driver and you as a user. And in another side, there is like a Uber server. It's just that. And when you request a ride, what it happens is basically your application will reach out the Uber servers. Uber has a lot of applications running with a lot of different program languages that will do something for you. For example, they will catch your point in the in map and will start to calculate the fare for your ride and will reach out some drivers that are is around of you that are around of you. So basically what you need to understand, this is the main structure and what you need to understand right now, right? So no big deal, it's not a rocket science, we don't need to care about this right now, just that. And yeah, what is running in these servers? It's basically a program language, and there is a lot of program languages around of the world. Uh, they serve for a different purposes. They were built in the different time in the year. So we have like Java, which is a very famous, very old-fashioned, but it's still running. We have, for example, PGP, this beautiful elephant here. By the way, this one is what was my second language in my life, and because of that, I have a elephant tattoo here. It's because of the this language, and there's a lot of them. Like there is a Python, the one that we are learning today. And why I choose Python, it's because like Python is a very open purpose solution. It's for web, it's for machine learning, and it's easy to learn as well. Here is more explanation of why I choose Python. So this is the companies that it's using Python. So pretty nice, like Netflix, even NASA. It's overwhelming to think that NASA sends their robots to moon and there is a Python code running there. The first time that I saw actually there is a code of this robot running in the moon. The first time that I saw, I just figured out that, oh my gosh, imagine if I did this code and I put that bug there and the robot is running in the moon. So, oh. So yeah, like Spotify, Slack, Instagram, there's a lot of companies using Python around of the world. The biggest Face that this is important to mention. Like Facebook, they started using PHP and C++, but actually this they use more than one language. It's common to see, for example, Google. Google is here. Google uses Python, but Google also uses Node.js, also uses C++. So they have some languages running for different purpose inside. They're the very big companies, right? So it's common to big companies use more than one language. But like for a small one, it's more common to they start with just one because serves the purpose, right? And good question, by the way. So yeah, this is basically the basics of every. program language, the basics. Every time that you are going to learn one program language, you need to learn these basics. I always like to say that, like, if you're willing to learn a new language, for example, oh, I like Python, but I would like to learn Node. I would like to learn Erlang, which is a different language. You need to get start from this basic. You always need to understand what is a variable, what's an operator, the types, commands, function, and so on. So every time that you are going to learn a language, you need to start from here, right? This is like the basic concepts of learning a program language. And yeah, the terminal, the weird terminal. This is like a also a famous meme of software engineers. You probably have heard already in series or movies or news that black screen where hackers use to do like a very tricky things like invading FBI. This is what we call a console or terminal. It's this black screen. We There is this meme that I mentioned, which is like what gives people feelings of power, money, yeah, status, yeah, using the terminal in front of non-programmers. It's like wow, because it's like a black screen, and you type codes quickly. Usually, it's very a lot of unuseful codes, but it's fancy to show people this stuff's running. So, and yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to present you a little bit this terminal. And for now, you don't need to do nothing. It's just to you see the first time we using the terminal. Uh, can you see the code here in end of the room? Ola, can you read? Yeah? Okay. You cannot? Okay. So you need to go to the doctor after. Okay. So right. This is the terminal. We can do like a very simple things. Every operational system has their own terminal. And this is from Mac, Linux has their own, and Windows as well. So we can do basic things like this command ls, I just listing the folders in here. The PWD, I just see the path where am I. You don't need to catch this information, right? I'm just going through just to show you that it's not a Voldemort. The terminal it's not scary. It's just simple, and you will learn while you are getting a little bit of commands. Okay. We can do also very like stupid things. For example, call, say hello. It's a call saying hello. It's like it's just that. And the interesting thing is like we software engineers take time to build applications like that. Like there is that doesn't do nothing. We also have this one like Fortune, which gives the let me clean like the random message. So it's going to call Marx. Oh my gosh. There is only one way to kill capitalism. Okay. So and we can also mix commands together. For example, I can do fortune and then pipe call save. So I'm getting the output of fortune command, grabbing that and putting here inside of call save. So yeah, it's like very nice, but unuseful, right? We have for sure more useful commands. For example, I can get my which city we are. Let's see, cur if config dot city. Oh, it's wrong. Oh, yeah, let me see. Okay, the time zone is right. Great Poland is right. Yeah, the city is wrong. So it's wrong. Yeah, actually, why it's happening, this is nice to explain. it is based on my internet connection. So it's looking my internet connection here in this place, and it probably is internet connection, not it's not a link from Poznan. Maybe this hotel choose to buy a link not here. Maybe it's cheapest. I don't know. So yeah, it's interesting. But this command is better. We can also do something like I can open the terminal, the browser here. HTTPS. No, I can do HTTP Poznan.pl. So yeah, I can open from the terminal one browser. I can also do something like who is Poznan, get information from that server. So I'm getting the information of the site, so I can see the registration of them. Maybe I can see the company. Okay, this is the company who takes care of the website of Poznan. Interesting because the city of Poznan, the address of the company is in Warsaw. So yeah. So and what else? Okay, we can do also something like ping Poznan dot p. No, let me get their IP actually. Doing that, I can get some information of their servers. For example, it's IP of their servers, and I can reach them. I can do something like that. So yeah, what I'm doing here, I'm just using the internet connection here. I'm just like reaching out the Poznan server. They have a server running that site, and then I just reaching out. This is not an attack. This is just uh, checking connection, and this is pretty allowed. Actually, you can do it uh, pinging, for example. I think Google main IP it's 8888. Yeah, they took this simple IP, so I can do it in the Google web servers, and there is no problem. There is just one thing that's important to mention. This is pretty much okay because I'm just simulating one access, not that much access. But there is another thing which is considered attack when I simulate like a millions of access. Kind of this is a little bit different, but instead of just one machine accessing, I'm simulate like a million or a billion access on their server. If I do that, it's an attack. I probably what why we do this, not we don't do it, but like why usually the hackers do that, it's because they wanted to down the server. So when you see something like uh, some hackers attacked like a website of the United States government. They do this kind of attack. It's not pretty much like that, but they stimulate billions of attacking in their servers, and they goes down. Uh, yeah. By the way, the name of the this attack is DDoS, denial of server. It's I think we have a picture here. This is funny cat, but it's like that. What I did is basically I use my computer, simulate one bot accessing, and then they. This is not a good image. This one is better. What we do when we attack a real, it's doing something like that. We simulate billions of computer accessing in the same time. So this is not allowed for sure. So yeah, this is pretty much it. This is the terminal. There is it's not a rocket science. You can do things from here. You can also the things that you do here, we can also do like in the graphical way. This is just important to you understand that software engineers usually use these terminals. Okay. And this is we are going to use the terminal right now in our class. So to start it, for the terminal, we are learning this a little bit, but now I ask to you all open your Visual Studio. So if you bring your computer, open the Visual Studio. Yeah, you just type enter and let's see if we found. Okay, you are without connection. There is a connection there. You can access. Go there. Okay, it's running. Oh, you have this. Wow. Okay, you install this in your. Are you? This is okay. You have here, right? The, okay, but run the terminal. Okay, so we are going to use the terminal here. Okay, you also install Python. Let me see. Python. Oh, maybe not. But you can. Yeah, I think so. Let me see. Weird. The installation is weird. Maybe no. Here we install for you. Just wait a little bit. It's going to install. So yeah, good, good. Just move it forward, and I think it's already opening. Nice. Yeah. So you can click here in the terminal, here, terminal, and new terminal. Yeah. Good, good. Are you installing? Oh, it's already installed. Okay. So it's restart now, Microsoft. You makes me crazy. Yeah, you can mark done. Okay. I think you already have it running. Just go top, click here. Let me see. Terminal here. You have a different version of, yeah, click here, new terminal. Good. It's, you are going to use it here. Type something, let me see. Okay. Type Python. Python. Yeah, enter. Good. And now Control D, just to get out of the Python. Control C, sorry, Control C. Okay, again, didn't work. Click here in the X button. Okay, click again in the here and open the terminal again. Nice. When, yeah, it's just because we open inside Python, then we were struggling there. Uh, yeah, this is the terminal, but let me go to open the internet browser. Oh, but you already have the Python, by the way. You can use there, but I prefer that you have the VS Code because uh, we are going to do some codes in VS Code. So open the Chrome, I open the browser and find VS Code. Are you connected on the internet? Yeah, you can, but the problem is when we are going to write some codes on VS Code. Yeah, but like you cannot connecting the hotel connection because it's your company. Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, like you are using Windows, right? No, you can manage that. Maybe you have I think Windows has a notepad, right? Notepad. Yeah. Can you open a notepad? But you have one, like, try to open one test editor, any test editor that you have in your computer. Yeah, your company. Okay, yeah, okay. It's approved by your company, right? Good. So you are going to coding notepad. Okay. Yeah, yeah, it is. But like the truth is, you can code. every test editor. So yeah, install it. When it finishes, call me. Then we are going to see if we can run the code. Okay, it's running already, right? Good. Try to open the terminal. I think should have an option on the top here. Terminal, new terminal. Good. And type Python here. Yeah, enter. Good. Now type Control Control C together. Yeah. Oh, it didn't work because I just wanted to get out of the Python. But yeah, like click here in the X. When I ask you to open the terminal, you just go and click in terminal. Okay, the terminal will open, and then we are going to do the terminal stuff. So yeah, but yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. I think you. Oh, you are. Yeah, perfect, perfect. When you type Python again. Okay. No, click here because it will install it for you. Like I don't know Polish, but it looks like that it's an installation, right? Okay. How about you guys? You already have. Oh, you are. They are all set, right? And people from there is also all set. Good. Perfect. Good. It's just waiting for her installation. Nice. We are almost everyone. It's installed. Try to open the Notepad program. Okay, okay, no problem. So yeah, you with the terminal, open the terminal again, the terminal, yeah, and you have a Python running, right? Type Python. Yeah, it will ask you to install Python probably. Let's see if your company allowed to do that. It should, like it should. Python is not big deal. For sure, you can hack your company with Python, but it's not big deal. Okay, so yeah, when finish it, you in the terminal you can type Python. It will open Python inside. It's like starting the interactive shell, and you will be able to code. So yeah, nice, good. So okay, guys. Okay, let me see. Okay, can you see my screen? Uh, okay. So what we are going to do? If you can open your terminal, like clicking the up button and open the terminal, we will open a black screen, that black screen here, and follow me as I'm going to code, okay? If you cannot follow, there is no problem, but pay attention because we are going through some basics. And the important it's more you learn than do. If you can do and learn, it's better because you are exercising, okay? Yeah, and we are recording as well, so you can go back and get information. So here, all of you type Python or no, I really yeah, quando eu passei eu vi. So if you have your terminal open, type or Python or Python 3. In the case of my Mac, I use this name, Python 3. It should open something with like these three errors, arrows. Yeah. So type Python and see if it runs Python, just Python and enter. If not working, you don't need to type it three. Let's see. You type enter, right? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, it's open. Oh, you click here because you are going to type again, type again, type again. Yeah, enter. Se tiver instalado dele, Vinícius, instala, digita só Python, não precisa digitar três. Não, como é muito complicado. Ok, and you install, and even though it's saying that, let me see. Oh, weird. Why? It's downloading. No, no, no. Wait. Não, mas é muito complexo. Eu preciso achar uma solução que funcione para todo mundo. Hum, Não, é muito complicado. Okay, it's running on your right. And how about here? It's also running, right? Uh, yeah, yeah, it's running. Type Python again. Let me see in your terminal. Yeah, but without the sign. Let's just type Python. Okay, now you are inside Python. Yeah, use Python 3. Let's see. And enter. Oh, it's also doing the same, right? Okay, we can try something different. Open the no, yeah, open the your web browser and search for Python. Just type Python. Yeah, and click in the and you download it. Looks like you yeah. Okay, we are going to let me think. Okay, you are going to use your terminal then instead of using inside. It will work well. What we are going to do. Okay. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, just keep on that. You probably the same, right? So just yeah, do the same. Uh, yeah, I just only Python without that number three and no capital letter also. No. How about you? The same? It's when you type. Where is it? Okay, just type Python without the three. Just Python and enter. No, without three. The next. Yeah, just click in close and without the three. Yeah. Oh, the same. Okay. No problem. Let me think. I think we can use yeah, we can use online Python. Ok, ok. Não, mas ele tem o Python aí? Let me check here in my computer. Yes. Why you didn't use Vinicius uh, esse é. Não, mas aí a gente não usa o terminal, só que eu preciso saber como é que eu rodo o Python. Não, I think so. I think it runs. Okay, guys, some of you cannot, it's not able to run. So I'm going to send a link for you in the WhatsApp group, which is an online Python interpreter, and you can use it. Okay. I'm going to use the same as you, by the way, just to keep. Is this one? Try to open in your, oh, where is my arrow? Oh shit. How to tentando acessar aqui. Okay, try to open the link that I sent to you in the WhatsApp group. Who is struggling with installing? Okay. Yeah, your one it's okay. Uh, yeah, no, we are going to use this one. No, it's too much time. Okay, do you have access with the group? Okay, you're running. It's better to you also follow me there in the website. So clicking the link that I sent. Just ask everybody to do it, otherwise they become. Sorry. Everybody can follow this. I think it'll be easy. Oh, and I doing the Visual Studio, you mean? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, no, let's try to do the first, the basics here, and then I can go to Visual Studio. Okay, so who is not, who here cannot install, can you access the link that I sent to you? No, if it works, you can go by your, okay, this one is running. Good. So, so good. Let's go to the basics because it's better than a program actually. Primeiro, o foto é aqui, na verdade. Okay, so like, let me think. Raise your hand if you are with the terminal working environment. Raise your hand just to understand who is working. Okay, there is not all of it. And who is not working? Okay, maybe most of you. So, uh, the beginning, let's all of you follow the link that I sent, that I share. Okay, it's better. Let's go to the link. So even you open the link because we are going to do there. Okay, even you that it's working. Okay, okay, open. Yeah, we you can, but like you probably are going to follow me. So yeah, if you think that you can follow through the visual VS Code, okay. But if not, uh, open the web like I did here and follow me by here. Okay, which would be more simple. Okay. Okay, everyone with this link in your machines. Yeah. So we erase the text, all of the text that is in this side. Just just remove it. In this file here, main.py. So, okay. So let me explain you a little bit, like what we are doing here online. My idea is to do in our machine, but that's no problem. Here it's like a file called main.py. This py is like a Python extension, and the Python interpreter will read this file and run it and put the output in this side. If you do it in your machine, for example, with a running Python, it's pretty much the same. We will create a file and we will do something like Python in the name of the file. It's basically that. We are just changing to fit everyone here. Okay? So yeah, let's do then to the basics. We are going to learn this one. No. Cadê o exit dessa merda? I'm just. Não, eu tô tentando achar o. Não, deixa assim. Okay, so we are going to learn the basics of Python right now, which is the variables. What is the variable? It's something that varies. Dun dun. It's basically the way where we allocate the memory point in the programming with values. So what you guys are going to do, just type here. Oh, why is not running? I'm going to refresh a little bit. Type here name equals to double quotes and your name. I'm going to add my name here. You can type run, by the way. So basically, name equals your name in double quotes. So what is that? I'm basically saying to Python, hey, create one variable. The name of this variable is name. Assign this value in this name. So I'm just saying that. I'm creating the variable and putting my name inside. And when I click in run, nothing happens because Python just did it, but I didn't set to Python something like, hey, print it in the table, do print it in the screen, do something like that. So in the next line, we are going to do that. So in the line, just click enter and type this, print, open parentheses, name and close parentheses. So what we are going to do right now, we are going to call this built-in function of Python. The print, it's a built-in function of Python. And I put in the name here. So when I do that, what it's happening, the interpreter is reading this variable and printing out on the table. Good? Just do that. It works for you? Nice. Your first Python program. Good. Let's sell it now. So, okay, this is pretty much simple, but what you learned so far? We learned that this is a variable and this is a function that we use putting our variable inside. This is just that. And you can ask me, for example, why you put your name inside double quotes? Because this it's the another principle called types. When we add something inside quotes, double quotes or single quotes, it's a type text. So, sorry, it's a type string. It's a text for humans, but for machine, we call it as a string. So every string, every text, you need to add inside the double quotes or single quotes. Yeah, when I do this, I'm what Python is going. Python is evaluating the value inside the name, inside the variable, because this is a variable. So when I call the function print, it's going to evaluate the value inside. Yeah, yeah. If I don't call this, I'm going to comment. I'm going to teach you later. It will do nothing, right? So like it's just print out because I call this function. So if I create the name equals Paulo, yes, print is a Python function that stands for display the value outside. Okay. We can do also instead of creating the variable, we can do the text here inside. We can do like double quotes. Don't need to follow me, right? I'm just and I can add my name here, for example, or I can do like hello and you see like hello in the screen. So doesn't matter this, like name equals Paulo. Python said, okay, you create a variable with the name Paulo, and you didn't use it. You just print your problem. Okay. Uh, again, about the variable. What if I do something like that? Like name equals to Marcus, name equals to Ola, and I print name. What do you think it will happen here? What? Good. I like your guesses. Error is one guess. Actually, it will print Ola. So yeah, the last one. What happens actually? Python runs from up to down. So I created this variable and assigned. I said like the variable it's equals to Paulo, and then I assigned it again. Now equals to Marcus, and then I assigned it again equals to Ola. So I'm basically replacing. I'm not appending the value. I'm just replacing the value. This is like a box, and I'm changing the value inside the box. Okay, so that's why it's not an error, and that's why it's also not uh, a compounding, a join of all of this information. Okay, so yeah, how about if I do something like that and print? Let's see. Okay, it's an error. So yeah, so far what we are doing it's a Python programming. It's right what we are doing, but now Python doesn't understand what we are doing. We are saying that this last name, its name equals to open double quotes, Ola, and we don't close the double quotes, and we try to run another command. So Python just said, "Hey, this is an error. I cannot interpret this code. Your code is wrong." Okay, not big deal. It we while you are writing code, you are running, and you are see the errors happening, and then you will fix it. Okay, but yeah. So this is the variable and the print. Now let's talk about, and we so far the text is the string. Okay, that text is everything that goes inside double quotes or single quotes is a string. Now let's talk about int, which is a number integer. So you can erase all of this, and let's type like x equals to 1. So now this one is not inside the double quotes. It's just a number because this is a different type, and Python will run it as well. So just run. There is nothing in the screen, and I can also use the same function. Oh, wrong side. What the hell? Okay, print x. Yeah, and you see, like x equals to 1, print x. That's it. This is a number type. This is a Usually we call it as integer, not number, because we have another kind of number, which is float. Is this one, float. And the difference from integer, it's just because they have a decimal. So, for example, this. You don't need it to run. It's just to you understand that this is the basically difference from integer and float. They have a decimal in the number, right? And the last one is booleans. What is boolean? Boolean is basically yes or no for every program language. So you can type something like that, true, with the capital letter. Okay? No, we cannot keep with the. It will just print true. So we have a two booleans only, true and false. You don't need to follow me. It's just so you understand. So far that is not useful, but you will understand that it makes the difference for when we are going to create the algorithms, because like the yes or no for every software, for every program language is very important to take the decisions. Okay, so getting back to the numbers, type now again like x equals 1 and z equals to 2, because we are going to talk about operators now. So every software, every program language needs to have arithmetic stuff, which is operators. And with numbers, what we can do is to do operations, right? The math operations. And we have that common one, like the sum. So you can do here in the print x sum z, and you can run it. You see in outside 3, because like x equals to 1, z equals to 2, and then I sum in that, the output will be 3. I can also do something like that. Sum 100. And yeah, this is operation in Python. You can type it just to see and run, see if it runs in your computer. Posso fazer também. Good. Error. Hmm. Let's see, figure out what's going on. Runs in your machine? Yeah, nice. Let's sell it. Okay, so we don't need to do the math stuff here inside the print, because what we are doing, we are calling the print and doing the math stuff inside. We don't need to do it. We can create another variable. For example, we can call result equals to x plus z. And here we are going to print result. So pretty much the same. Pretty much I just don't add the 100, but it's pretty much the same. So I create one variable equals to 1, another equals to 2, and then a result is a sum of these two variables. And then here I print the sum of these variables. Good? Simple, right? Yeah, I told you, everyone can code. So we also have we have sum, but we also have the another operators. We have a minus, so you can just change the sum to minus and then run. It will subtract. We have yeah, multiplication. So for multiplication, we use the asterisk. So like x times z, and it will do the multiplication. So 1 plus 2 is 2. Good, good. Python knows how to sum. And we have a division as well. For division, we use a forward slash. So x divided by z, forward slash. Good. So this is a basic operations in Python. It runs all the time. You will use it a lot. So yeah, let me try to do something interesting. Type like name equals to your name and try to do something like that. X minus name and run it. What do you think it will happen if we do that? Who said, why do you think it's error? Perfect. It will throws a error. Yeah, Python doesn't understand this shit that we are doing. We are saying to Python, just imagine, we are saying to Python, hey, get 1 minus Paulo. What is 1 minus Paulo? It means nothing, right? So Python will say, hey, for me, if I was Python, I will put a meme for you saying, hey, what do you want? You know, so like, doesn't make sense. But there is another thing that might make sense. You can do something like, for example, type name to, okay, surname, oh shit, equals to Gomes. And do something like that. Name plus surname. What do you think now? What will happen right now? Yeah, Python understand that, okay, you are trying to sum two strings, two texts, and because they have a same type, I can do it. I'm just going to join them. I'm just going to compose them. And the right name of that is concatenate. We are going to concatenate this text. So Paulo Gomes. We can keep it better doing like a space here and run. Yeah, no, it's not crazy. You know why you have a space? Because I create the variable with Paulo and a blank space here. So that's why I have this space there. Okay. Yeah, we can also do something like, which is weird also, we can also do something like create here a blank space and sum, which is pretty much the same. It will do the same. So we are doing the math operation with strings, which is okay in this way. There is another weird thing that Python allow us to do. I don't like this, but we can we can do something like Z times surname and then run it. You see, it's weird, but works. So I know that it's different types, but what I'm saying to Python is like, hey, get this variable times this string. And Python, when Python is running, Python will understand, okay, this variable is an integer. You want to multiplicate by string. Okay, let's do it as much as I can. For example, I can do this like 200, and then we'll do like Z times surname, which is 200 times surname. It will do this weird thing, right? So, yeah, it's good so far. Are you catching the information? It's more important. Nice. Yeah, by the way, this is. Oh, I think, no. By the way, this is only this one. This times it's more common in Python. Not all of the languages accepted this weird thing. Okay, um, we did it already. I'm going to show you the comments. Comment is something that every language also has, which is when you don't wanna that the interpreter run one of your codes. You can type like a random message as well. And to comment, we do a hash. When you type hash, you see like the color will change because we are saying to the interpreter, hey, uh, don't do nothing with this line that I'm doing that. So if I do this and run, for sure it will turn a error because I did the same with result, but let me do something like that. So you see, it works, no problem. So, but if I do something like that, for sure, the interpreter will, okay, what you are doing, I don't understand that. Why we use these comments? We use to explain our code. For example, we do something like that and then printing the result. So we use comments for helping us in the code. In this code, it's like a pretty much simple. It's not that big, but imagine that you have a complex math structure. Then it's common to see comments around. It's also I like to see some codes when one software engineering did like a workaround, a very ugly code, and then they create a comment, and then they say something like, "Sorry, next developer," something like that. I got this in my life. It's very interesting. We are starting to debug the code, like I need to improve the code, and then I see something like that and say, "Oh my god, okay, let's do something." Yeah. So, okay, now we are going to learn functions. So, this is a built-in Python function. So, the print is a built-in Python function. It's a something already running the Python that prints outside the value in the screen. So what we are going to do, we are creating our own function. So clean everything. So erase this, just clean it. In the terminal, you can actually, you can, but yeah. Yeah, no, actually you can type Control L, it will clean it out. Yeah, it usually will clean it. Okay, not in your terminal maybe. But okay, doesn't matter for now. Uh, so now, what I wanted that you do right now. We are creating our function. Our function will receive one name, name, and will print out like hello name. It's like our first code that really doing something useful. Okay, and to create our function, you need to type this def the name of the function that we want to create. So let's call it like stay underscore hello, open and close parentheses, uh, a column, and then type enter. And in the next line, call the function print hello. Just that, just do that. Let's go in the basics. So def, stay hello, open close parentheses, column, and then print inside. It's important to mention that you need to give like a four spaces. If you just type enter here, Python will already do it. This is called indentation. Python needs to have this kind of indentation for some of the code. I'm not going through that, but it's important to you understand that inside your function you need to have like a four spaces or one tab or four spaces. It should looks like that. Okay, and you can type run and nice, we running, but nothing happens. Why? No, it's not because it's because like he said, we defined the function, but we didn't call it. We need to call the function. So Python run, okay, your function looks great. Congratulations. But you didn't nothing with that. So how can we do this? Like type two enters and here in the beginning of the screen, call your function like say underscore hello, open close parentheses. Don't put nothing in here because we don't receive nothing so far. And run it. Now it works. So what we are doing so far, we are defining our function in the line one and two, and in the line four, we are calling this function. So Python is running, this is just a definement, and then here Python understands, okay, I need to call one function. Then Python goes to the function, run it, and run the code inside. The code inside it's hello. Good? Does it make sense? No, the terminal it will not work. You should. Okay, can you help him this? No, no, terminal it not. That's why it's better to follow me here. Okay. Yeah. If you not print, it will not print. Okay. For example, I'm going. We are going to go there in this, and maybe it will clarify better your point. But what I want that our function do, it's like receive the name and say hello with the name. So to receive the name here, we put the what we call parameters. So we can add here like a name. So our function is going now to receive one variable. So in this case, this variable called name. And here inside the print, I'm going to do like plus name. Or let's do it better. The print function has a way to create a comma and name. print will create a space without do weird stuff. So doing that, the print will do hello and the name. So just do that and try to run it. Okay, an error. Why? Sorry? Good. We don't have a name. We don't define the name. But like I define the name inside the function. I just don't pass the name to the function. I calling the function here, but I don't do nothing. So I can add the name here. For example, Paulo, and then I can run it. And then hello, Paulo. Okay. Now it's a little bit tricky thing. For example, imagine it. Let me do something like that, like x equals to Paulo, and here I pass in x, and if I run, it will run perfect. Why? Why it run perfect? Why? Looks weird, right? But the fact it's like here it's just a name inside my function. This is inside my function. Here it's think about here it's like outside of the function, and then I create in a variable called x equals to Paulo, so the x is equals to Paulo, and then I calling this function and sending a value here. Doesn't matter the name of this variable. I can put the text here directly or the variable. When it runs, it will not like think about, hey, which name this guy gives outside of outside of this function. Doesn't matter. I'm just giving a variable name here and using this variable to printing. So no big deal. Like it's a new definition. The point is like this is a new definition. Here is a definition outside. So it's different. For example, if I do something, just to clarify for you, if I do something like that, it will run, but Python is trying to access the X outside, and it's very weird. Never do that. Never do that. You are like not respecting what we call encapsulating the the logic. Imagine that. Let me think in something not that complicated, but should be. For example, we have like credit card balances here, and it's like 100, and then you will receive some payment, variable with payment, like another value, and you are going to do some calculations here. If you are getting the value outside, you are probably mixing your calculation. You are not achieving what you wanted to do with your function. Yeah, it's pretty okay. The example is maybe complicated as well, but complicated. But let me do like something like this, for example, just to see if you understand. So you see, I created the x equals Paulo, doesn't matter. Then I call the function and I add one, two, three. Here, what is happening here is receiving one, two, three and saying hello, one, two, three. Right? Makes sense? Not really. Good. Perfect, perfect. This is very important what Kisho said. This name means nothing. It could be, for example, uh, grandma. Like, huh? Grandma. For Python, it's just a box. It's just like a label that I'm creating to add value inside. Like it's that. So if I run it, it will run. And like, but why this guy added grandma inside? Because he's crazy, maybe, like, and it's interesting, especially because in variables we can see there is some. I remember, uh, I think 4 years ago, I've started to work in a bank, and I found a code with that a guy should have a variable with payments. There is should have payments inside, and the guy called the variable as my word. And inside the variable is the payments, like the value of the payments. And like for me as a software engineering, reading this code is like, why is his word? The payment is his word. And I asked the software engineer, hey, why you did that? And he said, because this company pays my salary. So it's my word. When the customer is paying, I'm receiving my wages. So that's why I add my word. So, but like for Python, it works. But for me as a software engineer, it doesn't make sense. So we use these names to help us to understand what is in there. But it's just there. Okay? It's like when we use name, like Kisho said, it's just to help us to understand that, okay, inside this variable might have a name, but could also be not a name in there. Okay? Yeah, it's a box. It's a label that we are creating to the machine. Yeah, oh, mm, mhm. Yeah, yeah. É, mas eu vou move forward, não dá pra andar. Okay, let's move forward then. There is no problem. You struggle a little bit. We go back and forth. Okay, we are going to iterate. No problem. So now inside our function, instead of printing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to returning. So I'm going to do that, like return this. Instead of doing that, I'm going to concatenate again, and I'm doing that. So I'm changing a little bit the what my function does, because I call this new thing that it's going to be new for you, which is a return. So what it does, it's basically saying return something, blah blah blah. So I'm basically saying say hello, putting the value here, 123, calling this, it will receive this new variable that I call grandma, and it's saying return hello grandma. Just that. And if I run, what it will happen? Oh, sorry. It's saying that cannot concatenate an inch. But if I do that, like sending Paulo here, sending this variable Paulo and run, it will not do nothing. Why it will not do nothing? Because instead of printing, I'm returning the value. So what happens like behind the scenes for Python? I calling it, and this is doing something, it's returning this value, so it's returning this value here. But I don't do nothing with this returning. I just receiving that. So Yeah. So to print, I can do here outside, print, open parentheses and close parentheses. So I using two functions together. So I calling the say hello. Inside say hello will get out the hello grammar because here we are giving back this information. Then I'm going to print hello this variable, right? Could be a little bit confusing, but it will works. The sense of say hello, go in here, pass the name, you will concatenate the name, returning this value together, and then with this value here, it's going to print. So if we imagine the what program is going to is doing, program it's like doing something like that. Calling, say hello, and then inside saying hello, returning hello with the name, and then with this returning, we are printing. So this is if we imagine the flow, it's something like that. Okay. So good. Now let's move it forward. I know that functions is not, it's a little bit, it's not overwhelming, but in the first time, it's a little bit weird to understand the concept of functions, but you will get used and see that it's simple, okay? What we are going to do right now, let's keep this function. I'm just going to add better name, like name and name. My idea is like instead of receiving we adding the name here, I would like to do more interactive program now. I would like to ask the user his name, and then I'm going to say hello according to what user is going to say. Okay. So what we will do, we will use instead of Paulo here, we will use this function called input, open and close the parentheses, and we are going to add the name here inside the double quotes. So say your name, something like that. Just do that. And then when you run, it will appear here. Say your name. And I can type Paulo, enter, hello, Paulo. You see, now it's interactive. It's asking me, my program, this function, what this function does. This function prints the value, but also waits for a value that you are going to send to him, to it, and it will assign the value here in the variable, and you we can do something with this value. Okay, just to improve the C of the user there, I can do like a space and yeah a column. So it will be something like that. Say your name, and the program is waiting you to say your name. It's like it's stopped here. When I run, the program run this line and is waiting because this command waits the customer, the user type something. So I can add like hola and then hello hola. Good. It works for you? Working your machine? Work? Good. Good. Now we have a better program. Now our program doing something. Okay. Okay. Good guys. What are you thinking so far? We are good? We are bad? How are you feeling? Good? You are doing well. It's the first time knowing code, okay? You are doing perfect. Nice. So yeah, this is our first program, but now what we are going to do, cleaning out everything. And don't worry about this code that we are running. I'm going to share to you what we did, okay? So no worries at all. So clean it out. What you are going to learn now, it's I can say that it's most important thing for all of program language, which is the start of algorithms. So to do an algorithm, we need to learn the conditions. So this one, the last important thing, the conditions. So what is the condition? Condition is a way to a program language do something and based on response of something take some different actions. For example, if Paulo is uh, older than 18, he can drink alcohol, something like that. So we can do a program that does that. So let's do it. By the way, as far as I know, Polish law allows people to drink alcohol uh, older than 18 or older than 18. So let's try to do this program, okay? So what we are going to do here, we are going to say, create a variable called age, and age equals to 10, for example. Just that, okay? And now we are going to do this condition. We are going to do this decision. So what I want that we do now, it's like if age is greater than 18, we will print you can drink alcohol, something like that, okay? And how can we do it in Python? We use this guy called if, and then we get age, for example, age, and we use this signal, which means greater. So we are going to compare now, like age is greater than, and then we add the value that we wanted to add, 18. Okay, this is sorry, didn't got your. Oh no, no, I'm just let it empty because I want it. You don't like. It's better to read. To be honest, it's better to read. This is a good question. I like this kind of question because, like, for a software engineer, for it's like, yeah, we did let it empty, but I let it just because I wanted to. Okay, I can do something like that. Yeah, yeah, don't do that. So and then, so now we are saying if age is greater than 18, do something. So to do something, we add a column also, and then enter. And here we are going to do something. Here, like, don't forget that for spaces because it's like inside the if. We are going to call the function print saying you can drink alcohol. Okay, let's do it. Print. Oh shit. Oh, you can drink. Faz parte. Não é todo mundo que entende. Okay, do it and run. Run your code. Run for it. Run. Oh, nothing happens. Why? Why? Good. The age is less than 19. So let's change here for 19 and run. You can drink alcohol. Okay. Let's grab your beer. Okay. Good. That's good so far. What our program needs to do also is okay. If you are older than 18, you we wanna that you know that you can drink alcohol, but if you are newer, the idea is younger, sorry. The idea is that we print to okay, you cannot drink alcohol. Okay. And the else condition, this is like the if condition to do an else. So if this is true, do something, but if this is not true, do something else. And to do that, we type here, enter, and then else. This else should be actually here, the same line as if. okay? And then we can call print as well. And here, like, you cannot drink alcohol, alcohol. And then I can like change this to that. Then, for example, you cannot drink alcohol. Nice, nice. We have our algorithm working. Wow. Does it run in your machine? No? He's going to help you. Oh, good question. It will not work if you do the same this the if here in the lower or here you mean. Yeah, in the line five. No, it will not. There is a way to do that, but it's not like that. It's another thing. Maybe we can go to there, okay? But it's not like that. Because, like, what I want that you do right now, we already know how to ask the customer, the user, something, right? So instead of adding the age here, what I want that you do, it's inside the age, we call that function called input, and we are going to ask, hey, what's your age? And then we are going to tell the user if he or she can or cannot drink alcohol. Should do that. Yes. I'm going to do you 3 minutes to try to do it by yourselves. And I already help in here, okay? Try to do by yourself. If it works, raise your hand. Let me see if you achieve it. Good. Now try to the input one. Eight. Good. You are almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Good. Come on, you work. Thank you, Kisha. Good. Good. You did it. You made it. Good. Okay. Yeah. Now, no, no, it's not that. It's not. I'm going to show you why. Yeah, it's working now. So try to type there. Yeah, and run. No, you don't need to run. Just press enter. Actually, sorry. It's an error, and I'm going to show you why it's an error. Okay. Oh, copy this all. Like type Control A and copy, and rerun here. Yeah, this is it's perfect, but it's not running, right? It's run, but okay. Type your. Oh no, you already did it. Yeah, you already did it. No, so like when you put a text here inside, I'm going to show you now. Okay, I'm going to show you. So right, guys, let's move forward then. What you supposed to do here? It's basically like, hey, what's your age? You should do something like that. Hey, what's your age? And then run it, and then it's going to call my age. I'm 30. Oh, I'm 33. And yeah, error. Why? Why it's an error? I did everything right. Why it's an error? Yeah, he said perfect. Like we are doing well, but the point is like when as a user we are typing the number and press enter. By the way, when you are here, you don't need to run a grid. Just type the number and press enter. Okay. It is going to receive this age, but this age is not an integer. It's a string. And Python cannot do this comparison. Because like we are saying, hey, a string is greater than an integer. Python just said, I don't know. I don't know. It's a different type. So how can we solve that? We can call one function called int here, open parentheses and close parentheses. What it's going to do? It's going to convert the value here to integer type. This is another function. This is a new function. It's going to convert the value to integer. It's going to receive an integer and then comparing by integer. Okay, so if we run now, let me and type my age. Oh, come on. It's my age. Come on. So I should be younger. But like, and then say, you can drink alcohol. If I run again and type, for example, 10 and enter, you cannot drink alcohol. Good? Perfect. This is a real world soft running program. So congratulations. But now let's see a small bug that we have here in our application because we have a bug here. If you are 18, you supposed to drink as well, right? And if you run here, you're supposed to be able to drink. If you run here like so if you type 18 and type enter, it is going to say you cannot drink alcohol. Why? I can, I'm 18. Yeah, this comparison is strictly higher. I'm saying that if age is higher than 18, you can do something. So there is two ways to solve that. One, it's very logical, right? It's just to change for 17. Because if you are 18, it's bigger than 70. So it's a very logical. But it looks weird in the programming. There is another way to keep 18 and using this signal greater with equal, meaning that if age is greater or equals to a number, you can do it. So it's a different way of comparison. It's the best one. So now it will works. Good. You can drink alcohol. Nice. Good. Okay, guys, let's give you 3 minutes break. Actually, 5 minutes break. You can go to bathroom just to breathe, ask me questions if you want. Okay, and then we go back. folks, my idea is to stop by 9:30, okay? Because you are probably a little bit exhausting. I know that's a lot of information. Uh, I will be here. We are closing the stuff, so if some of you wanted to see something maybe more complex or something like that, you can ask. But also, like, feel free to ask me in the WhatsApp group, and we will move it forward. So, yeah, uh, what we are going to do now? We are going to do. We are going to use the concepts that we learned so far. But what I would like to you do is to do like a currency converter program. What I mean for that? It's like this is the conversion rate for zloty to euro. So what I want that you do, it's like you ask the customer the amount of slot the customer wanted to convert to euro. And then your program needs to do this conversion and print out the sum. For example, I wanna convert 2,000 zlotys to euro. Your program will need to catch this value, okay? So the number, and then we'll do the calculation, the conversion, and then we'll print out how much it is in euro. So, and this is the conversion rate for yesterday. Yeah, no, the day before yesterday, but yeah, doesn't matter. Like, use this conversion rate, 4.54, and try to do it by yourself. We, Kisho, Vinicius, and we are here helping you. Our idea is not struggling and you are just struggling. If you wanted to do by yourself without our support, no problem. Try to do it, and we are going helping you around. Okay? So I can give you like an idea on like give me the amount of conversion, something like that, and we can call it amount. And then you can do something, calculate, and then you can print. So I'm giving you the flow of what you need to do. Okay? Try to do it by yourself. We are here to help you to do together. Okay? So let's do it. Can you imagine it, what you're going to do? You can like remove this all like the condition. You don't need to use condition anymore. Yeah. Good. So now you have the value. Good. Good idea. You can say equal. Good. Good. And then we can do the calculation. The rate, let me put the rate here. Calculate rate 4 point, I forgot the rate, 54, 54. You can do something like that, like calculate, get this value, calculate with this, and then, and by the way, the calculation, because it's a division, right? Something like, it's a zloty divided by euro, right? Something like that. So I'm going to give you like euro, the idea. It's something like you are receiving zloty. So it's like zloty divided by, right? Right? Because it's like you are receiving the amount and this is the rate. You need to divide it. So this is, yeah. Hey, you are robbing. Yeah, you are robbing. You are helping him to rob. Okay, okay. Work it? Funcionou? Work it? Wow. Let me see. Just a minute. Let me see. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. Nice. You tried this. Nice. Nice. Congratulations. The oh you yeah you it comes from the but yeah but the calculation is it's wrong. Instead of multiplying, you need to divide, right? Because you are converting slot is 2 euro, which is a division. So into division, you, instead of doing the asterisk, yeah, perfect. Then perfect. Now it's working. Perfect. It's working. So if you put like yeah 100 enter, so now like 100 slots is 22 euros. 22 0 uh 2. You know you can okay you can use the function round. I'm going to round. It's a round function. Or you can, it's better to you clean this from up, clean, better, just clean. And then, okay, instead of adding the value here, put the amount here. Like the amount in these three, yeah, the amount. But like put this, yeah, the same, perfect, the same. And print now here the calculation. Like print just this variable, print this variable. You can erase it all, just erase it all. Yeah, erase this one as well and can run it. Just run it. And then type the value like 1000. Yeah, and enter. Perfect. You see? You are calculating, you are converting these values. Nice. Good. Good. Take a picture. Take a picture. There is just two pleasures in my life. Both of them, it's one is ordering, giving orders to my brother, and another is pranking him. Okay, guys, I'm going to write here the code. Most of you tried nice. Let me, it's basically that, but I'm going to print something cool, something like your amount of amount of slots is equal to euro euros. So it's the same as you did, but I'm concatenating the tags. I'm getting the value that user inputted, and then I say your amount. I'm just using the comma to concatenating the print, pretty much the same, and then it will work as you did. So your amount of land slot is equal to euros. Nice. That I received a question about like this weird number. To avoid this, we can do one function called round. We can use this round like that. Let me see how it's going to work. Oh, come on. Yeah, but I would like to add two decimal houses. I think I can. I think the function will something like that. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, you see, now it's better. Showing like the real number. So I did the same, but I used the round function. Put the calculation here in the round, and then I say, hey, after the comma, show just two houses, just two numbers, okay? Not that weird number. Let me just print this as you did, okay? So 100, yeah. So now I explain. So basically, if you don't use the round, let me comment this line and add the same number, the same thing, but without round, the same number. Like you see, like the number is not that good. Your program should do something like that. The best, the better, actually. Good, good. Não funcionou? No, didn't work? The round? Show me. No, it should. It's okay. Because you. No, no, it's correct. It's correct. It's correct. Run it. It should work. Type the number, yeah, and enter. Uh, no, okay. The print is wrong. The print is print equal. Remove this equal. Equals. This equals. Just open and close it. The print functions is print open parentheses and close parentheses. That's pretty much okay. No big deal. It happens. Now it's fine. Yeah, good. Yeah, now it's good, right? Good so far. Good. Did you got the round function? Nice. Yeah, yes, yes. You got it. You got it. I like the question in mind. I like this. It's very good. And you can test like you did. You put three, four, five. Nice, nice. You got it. I receive a question here like this function round. Uh, what this two means? This means the number of the rows like after the point, the decimal point, right? So if we put two, it will show two. If you put five, five, and so on. Okay? Yeah, we can use also here receiving instead of using this function we can use float as well, but like for now that's pretty much okay. Okay, good. So because we have not that much time anymore, uh you are not going to code uh for a while actually today, because I'm going to show you a little bit uh, like a step ahead of what we can do with Python also in the simple way. Okay, so not code now, just follow me. Uh, Let me open here one code that I already made. Uh, Project temp. Okay, so here I have some codes. I'm going to show you that as for a while we just did a console application, just a simple applications. We can run Python in web. So what I'm going to show to you, for example, one simple simple web here code. Uh, okay, this is like a Python code as we see, but with much more code. Okay, so what I did here in the beginning? I imported one Python library to is usually used to work with the web application. So I just imported. It's all already built in Python, and then I created two functions. That functions that I teach it you. I'm just closing this to show you. I created this function that uh, will run that library that I imported. So it's a little bit overwhelming for some of you, but it's okay. It's just so you understand that what Python can do. I importing this library and then I creating like a local server. So I running this in my computer actually. And here it's the another function that I created because I'm going to print out the hello to the customer. You don't need to understand this, just know that it's pretty much the two functions, and I'm going to run like a web app. So let me open my terminal here, and the name of this file is simple web. So what I'm going to do is run this simple web. It say that it's running, so how can I do? I can access like this link here to point this port here. You don't need to understand for now, no problem. I just show you. And yeah, I have this is a Python code running with a starting of web application. Okay. This is what you need to understand. And I can do like, instead of do this application, oh, it's also interesting to show that while I'm refreshing here, I'm logging in the Python in the console the request of the customer of the web. So I'm just stopping this file and I'm going to run another one, which is with HTML. So it's pretty much the same application, but instead of printing, I'm loading one front end file. It's like a file with a much more beautiful thing, which HTML, CSS. We are not going to teach you this right now, but it's just also to you see, right? So Python 3 web with HTML. So I'm going to refresh here, and here is also a page running Python code and looks more like a site that we see around. Not perfect, but looks like. And last but not least, let me see. I think that I created also maybe this one. Not user and age. Yeah, I created also the one application in Python that will receive the information from. Oh no, it's not that. Sorry. Where is? Uh, I think it's this one. Okay. Yeah, it's this one. So it's also the same thing, the same application, but it's a little bit more complex because I'm now receiving data from the web browser. So it's a little bit more complex, but like it's not rocket science. For the first time might be, but it's not. So what I have, I created the same web, but now I open like two inputs, one receiving the name of the person and the age. And it's interesting to say to you that the algorithm is the same as we did validating the age. So my idea is basically you type your name and your age and submit, and it's going to say you are in the list that can drink alcohol. So like this is what I did. So in the code, the most important part is this one. You see, like the code is the same. I do the same thing and yeah, the same thing, basically the same. So what we learned doing the terminal, it will also run in the web. So doesn't matter. I just run the web in the front. I'm receiving data there, put inside the Python files and do the same thing as we did so far, right? So it's pretty much the same. Like I said, this is what matters. This thing around, it's the same. It's like a wrapper. It will repeat. So it doesn't matter. What matters is the algorithm, is the logic that we are doing behind the code. Okay? It's good? Is that clear? Does it make sense? Nice. So what else? We have only 6 minutes. I don't think that we can go anymore to a more different thing. Maybe I have a time to show you loops. You don't need also to code because I'm going to teach you something new in Python. We have in program language something called loops. It's meaning that do it based on something and stop when I say to stop. To do that, we use there is some functions, but I'm going to use this one. While I can say something like uh, age equals to 1. So while age is less than 18, I'm going to print. Oh, what the fucking happened? I'm going to print. You cannot drink alcohol. Okay? So I'm going to do that. age is equal 1, while age is less than 18, print that. The problem is like, if I run this code, I might have a problem because it will run forever. Like, it will run forever. You see, Python is like, my machine will going crazy because it is always true. It's always true. Yeah, I need to do something. I just close the program. So it's crazy. Like age is equals to 1, while age is less than 18, run it. It will run forever. So how can I do? I can do something like, okay, here I can say age, it's equal to age plus 1. What is going to do in the loop? The first time that it's run, age is equal to 1. So age is lower than 8? Yes, because it's 1. Then Python will do age equals to age, which is 1 plus 1. Now age is 2. Okay? And we'll print. You cannot drink out. And we'll run again. But now age is 2. Age 2 is lower than 18. Yes. So age equals to age plus 1. Age is 3. And it will go until the age is not lower than 18. So let's run it. It's supposed to not run forever, just while the age. Yeah, I'm going to do. You see, just print it a lot of times, but not forever, and close the program. Should we see this running better? Let me print the age. So, for example, you cannot drink alcohol. You are shit. Sorry, my words. You are. I hate this age. Years old. So let's run it again. Nice. You see, like you cannot drink alcohol. You are 2, you are 3, blah, blah, and then you are 18. It's supposed to allow you. So we have the same problem here. Like while age, it's less. No, actually, it's right, but we are printing and age is still waiting. But like, let me do something here. Outside of the while, I can print. Oh, come on. You can drink alcohol. So what it's going to do, it's going to do the same, but when the while is finished, the Python will like close this and run this another line. So basically the same we did, but now you can drink alcohol. Good? Does it make sense? So the loops is very powerful for a lot of things. We can do like a bunch of things using loops. While it's just one of them, you can use much more ways of doing loop. There is last but not least, instead of do this, we can do something like that. Age plus equal to 1. It's the same as age equals to age plus 1. It's the same, but it's just a short way to do this. So it should work. Yeah, it worked. So yeah, good, good. Questions? No? So we are done then. Thank you, people. Thank you for joining. Yeah, we are going to the video. Uh, guys, can we group together and take a picture together? It would be nice. The problem is where and here. So yeah, come everyone here. Let's take a picture. Tenho, mas não vai dar pra ficar no telão. Ah, But yeah, it would be nice to have front-end classes like HTML because the people is usually interested in the front end. They are it's common like the it's not bad. Ok, come here, come here, come here. Ô, Vinícius, vê se dá pra ligar só. Não, isso aqui não é a luz. Vê se aí liga a luz. Yeah. Calma, calma. Vinícius, tira aí o. Tira, Vinícius, tira o.